Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be, I hope, a fun one for you. I have a compilation of 4 different little thrift outings. I've got some footage from most of them on Wednesday nights every week. That is the one day I can look forward to. I will at least have an hour and a half of some sort of thrifting. My daughter has youth group and it is in a very populated part of town, and she has dinner and they kind of hang out and have a little social time, and then they have their youth group. So I drop her off and I've got to pick her up in 2 hours. So the first week I went to Goodwill. The next week I had to pop into Target to buy stuff for the musical. She needed some makeup and I needed, it was just I had a whole laundry list of things I had to purchase between my 2 kids. And then I popped into Once Upon a Child because I had a little bit of time. Then I did Plato's the next week. And then just this week I went to Goodwill. And one of those Wednesdays, actually, Michael, so I guess 5 Wednesdays, Michael ended up taking her, or no, we enlisted a grandparent because I wanted to go to a once a year, twice a year, once in the springtime consignment sale across town. And so I did that on a Wednesday and I have a haul from that. So I've got a couple different hauls to show you. It's actually not a lot of things. I am getting very picky these days, but I still like to show you what I am picking up. This is very current stuff. This has all been during the month of April and I am still filming in April. So trying to get caught up on life. And all right, let's kick it back. And I think we're gonna start at a Goodwill and I'll be back with the haul. I have got about an hour and 45 minutes to spend in this Goodwill. This is the Goodwill that the last time I came to, I found that Theory 2-piece blazer, that Taylor Swift sweatshirt, some mother jeans that sold super fast. Like, I have made so much profit on that little haul. So while our Goodwills are quite expensive these days, you can still find some steals. So I am hopeful to find 5 items. That's my goal. 5 items that I can sell online for my business for a profit. Let's go see what we can find. We're still under construction. 50% off green tag. I headed first over to the jeans. I can't believe Madewell jeans are so expensive. They wanted $30 for these, new with the tags. They were skinny jeans, so that was definitely a hard pass. And I was looking for green tags because they were on sale, but also the new color of the week. I can't remember now what it was, but I looked through every single pair. Headed over to the kids' clothes, which that section is super tiny now because it's under construction. Somebody donated their entire collection, probably someone that used to sell the LuLaRoe. We don't go to Disney anymore. Otherwise, I might have picked up a few of these. This little dress, the May dress. If you have skinny kiddos, it fits so well. I love it. It's my favorite style. If they had a universal theme once, I would have scooped those up. And I headed next over to the men's section and I found Vuori. You'll see a closer look once we get to the haul portion, but I was specifically looking for board shorts and looking through the activewear, looking for Vuori. So I feel like I spoke it into existence. They were not that expensive. Also in the men's section, how funny is this? Michael and I had these shirts made, like us. We designed this shirt a couple years ago when my son was in Cub Scouts, so it was funny to see it across town from where our scouts are for a whole $4.79. All right, now I am checking comps, these Flying Monkey jeans. It used to be a great brand. I did end up putting those back. Hadn't looked at comps in a while, and they were a skinny jean, so hard pass. These Lily Pulitzer jeans were a tiny size. They were kind of faded, and they were $7. In fact, a month later when I just went this past Wednesday, those are still there in the store. And these are the Madewell jeans that I did end up picking up. They were actually both green tag, which was fantastic, and we will see those at the end of the video. Hey guys, excuse the lighting. Welcome back to my channel. I've got this guy tonight. It is another Wednesday night. It is a week later from the Goodwill haul. Tonight I decided I was going to go to Plato's, and sadly one of our kids is sick, which means he didn't have to take her to gymnastics. So instead he's tagging along and we are going to conquer Plato's together. Oh, your beard looks like so gray because of the sun, but it's not. I mean, just a little.
I am getting old.
Oh, sorry, I did that to him. All right, see you inside. The music is so loud, I'm gonna have to like edit it out. If you are in Orlando and enjoy places like the Florida Mall, if you pop over to the Plato's Closet right next to it, the music is awesome. It's also very, very loud. I put Michael in charge of hunting those Allen Edmonds, checking comps. I headed to the 50% off sale. I found absolutely nothing except for this Dooney and Burke purse. I have no idea why it made it all the way to clearance. I mean, $30 was quite expensive for this Plato's for anything, but I was happy to find that. All right, so we stayed in Plato's for, what, maybe 45 minutes, found a couple things, and now we are in the same shopping center. We are going to go into Marshall's. I have something to exchange, and maybe we'll find something to flip. If you are of an older generation like myself and have a teenager, you'll appreciate I sent a picture of these to my son asking if they were cool. He says they are you can see it, tough, LOTK. I didn't know what that meant, and apparently that meant low-key tough, and TUFF means cool. So hey, now you're in the know. Also, it made me laugh. I love him. At least he admitted to being obnoxious. I did end up picking those up for him. And if you are here on vacation and you need some Crocs, this location always has so many different options. I almost always find some on clearance. Those were $16, but for whatever reason, this seems to be the Marshalls that gets the overstock of Crocs. All right, it's another Wednesday night. Now they have this half of the parking lot under construction. I swear it's been like a year, but we're doing it. Let's see if we can find some treasures. I kind of tend to switch every other week, Plato's or Goodwill. Actually, it's been 2 weeks. Last week I was at Target buying stuff for our our musical play. So, all right, catch you inside. Just when I think they really can't raise the prices anymore, here's kids' shoes for $25. So I knew I was in for some serious hunting. I did find these right away. These actually did go in my cart. I will talk about them later. Green was the color of the week again this week, which means it was the half off color. They had some other shoes I would have picked up, but it was tough. These are the things that I got to check comps at the end. This was a half-off bathing suit. Comps just really weren't there. Same thing. They were both Athleta, both brand new. Both would have only been like $3 or $4, but they were just not selling. This was a new to me brand, Rhythm. This was a collaboration with Free People. In the future, if I find that, I would pick that up. That one was not half off, and I didn't want to spend the $8. Had that one been half off, I actually might have picked it up. Miracle suit, a cover-up, brand new, $10. I thought this might be a pickup, but turns out it only sells for $15 or $20. These Pilcrow jeans, they were $12, not on clearance. They do typically sell around $30. So again, if that had been at the bins or for any less, I might have picked those up. I spent my entire hour and a half here and ended up only with 2 pieces. So it is definitely getting harder to source at traditional thrift stores here just because of pricing. And it just makes me really appreciate the bins, and I'm very much looking forward to my next stop there. All right, so the first stop I made was a Goodwill, and I ended up with 2 pairs of jeans. I have actually been doing okay with Madewell jeans if the style is right. You guys already, I believe, saw these things. These items are probably not going to be listed when this video goes up, but they will be the first things I am getting listed. So these are Madewell size 24, the perfect vintage jean, 24 petite actually. So listen, little girls need jeans too, and I am definitely more open to picking up small sizes now that I have a preteen who has transitioned from a girl size 10, 12 into women's like extra, extra small and extra small because the bigger girl sizes tend to also think that your kid gets wider, and my kid's just getting longer and leaner. So I am partial now to looking in the teeny sizes to help some other mamas out there out. I had no idea until, well, I have 2 teenagers almost now. My son is the same way. We struggled to find a place to find clothes that would fit him. Thank you, American Eagle. That is the place. He wears a size 26 by 31, which is super random. Old Navy sometimes has that size, but whew. All right, these are also Madewell. And the green was the color of the week 2 different times that I went randomly. So it was, I think it was 5 weeks apart. So these were both only $6. These are also the perfect vintage jean in a size 26. So there are those 2. And it's been a while now. I'm sure I picked up a few things for personal use. I know I found Michael a pair of board shorts, and I can't remember what else, but I did pick up this Cabby size medium jacket blazer. I also picked up a white one, but I decided to keep that one for myself. Just a really cute, Cabby is very easy to look up. Some of their pieces are worth picking up. They have a style number right inside here, so it is super easy. Just type in Cabby, and you will not only get the stock photos, but all of the info, and very easy to check solds. And basically, if I see Vuori, I am picking it up. This is a pair of board shorts, and I thought maybe the button was loose, but it's not. That's just how it is. And these were $7. They are a size 34. Just a nice pair of board shorts. They have the Vuori tag right here and also down here. So I need to get these listed, because anytime I have listed, I think I have sold 4 Vuori pieces, and they sell within like a day or two of listing across all of the platforms. All right, the next Wednesday, I popped into a local consignment. It's one of those traveling consignments, but it's not just kids stuff. They have women's, they have what they call boys and young men, but it's men's sizes. So I did pop in there. Now I will say, this is a sale I've been going to for years. Like, it started out when I was still a new mom. I would go, then Michael and I last year volunteered so I could shop sooner. This is the first year I've waited, or had to wait, until the public sale started. And to be honest, I did not find that much. So is it worth investing my time to drive out there and volunteer? Probably not, because nothing was like over the top, and I can only shop for one of my kids. But here's what I got. I did get a couple personal use items. Those things have already been put into our rotation. I picked up a couple pairs of dance shoes and just some basics. Pretty sure I found some Lululemon for my daughter. These are Birkenstocks. They are a little girl size 32. What I love about these, the size does get worn off, but they imprint it in here. They were only $3. They need a little bit of a wipe down, but I love this style for myself. Well, I like the one with the toe, but for $3, I have sold these before. I did pick up this bra. It was $5, but it's Wacoal, and it was just in really great condition. It's a convertible, little strapless kind of bra, and I enjoy selling intimate wear. Easy to list. This is Sundry, a size 1, which I can't remember. They have a weird size chart. This is a beach cover-up. They wanted $4 for it. I just liked it. I'm listing a lot of beach items right now. This brand I feel like used to sell way better, but I made the trip all the way out there. I had to rearrange who took Delaney to youth group that night, and I wanted to pick up a few things. This is Athleta. This was $6, but it is a newer style. It's the Fairway 16-inch golf skirt. So when it has the words, like the style written on there, it's a bit of a newer piece. And did I tell you it is a size large? So that was great. You guys probably know pickleball, at least around here, is still all the rage. So anything golf related, people are also wearing to that. And this is very heavy. This is Denim and Supply by Ralph Lauren, and I believe this is the brand they don't make anymore. It's an extra large. It was in the men's section, but I've got to look into it and see if it's actually men's. It was $4. Just a nice, I think it's 55% linen, 45% cotton. So it's nice and lightweight. Just a sweater. I think it is men's actually, because it's quite big, and that would only be one size above what I like to wear in women's. So just a nice style, and I think that this brand does well because they don't make it anymore, but I really enjoyed inside the buttons. If you saw, it's American flag. I like Athleta for myself, so I probably didn't need to pick this up, but again, it's one of those cases. I spent the gas money, I spent the time, I needed some things. This is a women's size large. I did pay $5. Just a nice, lightweight, breezy tank top. What are you? Oh, so I did get this for Molly, actually. It's only a size 6. She's 10, but this is brand new with the tags. It was $4. I just thought she would like this, so this was still in here. I think this is just from Walmart. Yeah, So I don't know how much it was originally, but $4 for a brand new shirt. Things are not cheap anymore at places. All right, this is the brand Neck and Neck, which I don't think is anything super expensive, but it is new with the tags. Girl size 6. They wanted $3 for it. It's organic cotton. I just thought it felt quality. This is beautiful. It looked like something that would be able to be easily coordinated for some fall family photos with all the various colors in it. So this was definitely a style based because I love kids clothes, and I was desperate at that point because that's all I picked up. And usually at the sale, I was spending a couple $100s, but that was it. So the next Wednesday was the Wednesday that Michael and I were together. You saw some footage of that. I hope you enjoyed the new words I learned from my son, tough and low-key, cool, whatever. He loves those slides. And I did not pick up anything to resell. Usually when I'm going to Marshall's and such, I like to buy at least one thing to make what I bought free, but we were very much on a time crunch, and so I was happy to get him the slides. One pair he is wearing and loving. The other pair I have saved for his birthday. Before this video, I was hunting everywhere looking for this stinking stuff I bought from Plato's. Couldn't find it. I'm like, you know what? I just won't be able to show it in the haul. Hopefully it'll turn up. It was in the same bag as my consignment stuff I had put on top of, so not missing anymore. All right, this is the Dooney and Burke Disney purse. I could not believe this made it to the half. I think it was it half off? I don't remember now. I don't think I have the receipt in here. It was either 50% or more. And so I might have paid $15 or maybe a little less, but this had really great comps, and I haven't really dug into it since that day, but it seems to be in great condition. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit dirty, like right inside, but I think it was gonna be worth that. And I've got several other purses I need to get listed. All right, these jeans I found, this is one of the cases where I was in there maybe last month, and I found these jeans and I was gonna pick them up, and then I went back to get them and I couldn't find them. Like maybe someone had tried them on, I don't know. So I didn't end up getting them. I was going to pay the full price, but then they went on clearance. They're a pair of Marmot jeans, the Mira jean, size 4 in dark indigo. They have a retail price of $85. They were new at the tags. They had them priced at $18. And whatever day I was looking it up, I was willing to, I think I had some trade-in credit. Anyway, so I was much happier to pay half off now that I found them again this time. And this is not a brand that we find in there. That's how I know, like, these have to be the same pair and the fact that they were new at tags. So jeans are not my favorite thing to list, but they are a category that seems to sell decently. And then in the video, I believe you saw one pair of Allen Edmonds shoes. I actually found 2 pairs, obviously donated by the same person. I did pay $20 for each pair, and they're in great condition. Like, I did check comps, you know, they have leather soles, so those are always gonna look worn, but this part is where you would look to see how much wear truly they have, and it really wasn't a lot. So there's this style, and then this more like braided looking style. They are a size 11, yeah, 11B, the Ashby, and the St. Lucia. What I love about this brand is it does tell you right in there, stamped, what style. So these are probably $100 shoes, like resale. Retail, they're several hundred. So I'm excited to get those listed, and I don't even have to do any polishing. I'll probably just wipe down the inside for some dust and maybe wipe off the bottoms, but that's it. All right, the next week was the week I had to go into Target, and then I popped into the Once Upon a Child. I did pick up, I think my son needed a plain white t-shirt to wear underneath something for the musical. So I did get a couple personal items, but while I was in there, they had a lot of Breyer horses. I don't sell a lot of toys or hard goods. I did search the couple other things that they had. They weren't gonna be worth it, but these they had some unicorns, which weren't worth it, but it seems that these, the Horse Crazy collection, I think they come actually in surprise bags, is what I gather. but this is the Quarter Horse, the Mustang, and the Appaloosa. And this was the whole series. It says collect them all. And those are the 3 pictures on the back. So I did pay $250 each for these. I think I had a 20% off credit or 20% off coupon also. And I can't remember what it is I could list these for, but I did find comps on eBay. So I will be listing these as a bundle. And then these, I did also do a trade this night. So it was like stuff actually from my kids' closet. We had done a room clean out. So I paid $550, but not really. These are Disney puppets, and I haven't even opened them yet. But I did a quick search of these also. Hopefully they're in good shape. They do seem to be. I think it's the Fab Five, maybe. They are, let's see, Disney Baby. Oh, they're Melissa and Doug. Okay. So Disney collaboration with Melissa and Doug. I believe there are 5 of them. It's not the Fab Five because I don't see. No, there's 6. Well, we've got Mickey, Minnie. They're in excellent, like new condition. Who? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 6. We've got Donald. It's not the Fab Five because we're missing Pluto and Goofy, and we wouldn't have Pooh stuff. So we've got some Pooh characters, Tigger, Eeyore, and then we've got Mickey, Minnie, and Donald. If we had Goofy and Pluto, that would be. But anyway, I probably am going to. Maybe I'll sell the 3 Winnie the Pooh characters together than the other, but we'll see. I might end up lotting all these together just because I have this inside bag they can fit in and just get that done. And then the final, which was just this week, I spent the entire 2 hours in there and man, y'all saw all the things that I put back from this trip. I'm really doing my best to check comps. The old me would have walked out with all of those new Tags bathing suits, even though they were separates just because they were great brands and they weren't that expensive, but the comps just aren't there. And with, Poshmark constantly making changes, the shipping prices constantly going up. I'm really just trying to be careful with what I'm picking up. You didn't see these in the checkout lounge. These are new without tag. They still have like the little plastic piece on there. So a pair of Smart Wool socks. How did I see that? Oh, they were like this. See, they still have like the thing that was holding them together. Smart Wool, not a brand that I ever find here in sunny Orlando, Florida, but I was happy. I don't know if there's even a value in selling a single pair of socks by itself. I will look into it. Otherwise, obviously, we all could use socks. And then the only things I picked up to resell were the 2 pairs of shoes. And I'm gonna throw both pairs of these in the washing machine. The Allbirds, these were the Tree Skippers, women's size 8, and then these little kids On Cloud running shoes, size kids 1.5. So these will both go through the washer, and then I did pick up one thing to throw in my Christmas gift bin that I mean, it's almost summer. I like to pick up Christmas gifts all year long so that when Christmas comes, it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to spend all this money. This is a Honeydukes little jar that I'll probably fill with candy, and it was $3. So I was happy to find that from Universal. And that was it. That was my 5 weeks of sourcing on Wednesday nights. I can't remember. My daughter just went to 6th grade, and you have to be in middle school to go. So I'm not sure if it continues through the summer, but I'll be able to thrift anytime I want over the summer. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do have another what sold video already filmed that I just need to edit. And today, what is being delivered? Are you so excited? If you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. If you don't, my info is down below. I share a lot about my personal life, my farm, lake life, my chickens, my ducks, my swans. Anyway, I purchased another 200 pounds from ThredUp. It's been a while. I ended up having to come out of pocket like nothing because I had credits. They had a sale, and it's being delivered today. So that will be a 4 video series. I'll do 1 video for each of the boxes, and then probably actually a 5th one. I will be taking stuff to the buy sell trade stores, treating it like a bins situation. So, all right, I'm excited to get back into the groove. I have completed my 4-week long stint subbing. I've got a couple more random days, but whew, that was intense. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.